Hello everyone, welcome in. This is weird, I can't actually really use the top monitor. And you'll notice the mic's over here. I hope it's working just fine. If you can't hear me well, just say so I can move the mic. But the reason is, it's Lego Day, which means I made some changes to the desk. And we got the other camera going, so welcome to the party. Anyway, yeah, we are here. We're not starting the Legos quite yet because there's still some time left on the poll. 21 minutes to be exact. I don't think I can yap for 21 minutes and still be able to build a Lego set, but for the most part, we still have a little bit of time left, so it's not too late if you do want to go vote. If you're in my Discord, you have access to that poll, and we will figure out real soon. Let me at least get Discord to a screen I can actually read. But yeah, we are here. We are back. This is the 300 follower celebration stream that I promised I would do. We're doing Legos. So I did have to jerry rig my GoPro up to my second monitor. It's kind of just like hooked over top of it. Crop that bitch in so you can actually, just see my desk and you don't see my entire lower monitor. As well as like the rest of my room. I can show you. You can still see a bit of the fisheye effect. I cropped most of that out. So like, you can still see like down here, there's still a bit of fisheye. Because like the desk is straight, but notice like, especially if I were to, move the mic arm out of the way, this is a straight line right here. So there's still a bit of fisheye going on. But by putting the mic arm over right here, it helps. But I do have both Lego sets like tucked down here. I've got the McLaren car, and then I also have, you can't even tell it's down there, but I have both Lego sets because I wasn't sure which one was about to win the poll. So we got time. But I was playing around with like getting the setup and everything right. One, my Stream Deck sits directly under my face, so that's goated. Headphone controls are just off screen. Same thing for like stuff over here, like I got my water like I normally would. I gotta hold it over here. I did have to move the mouse pad and like rotate it, so it's kind of out of the way, but we got plenty of room to Lego. But I was also noticing if I were to just kind of drop this right here, it's great for Pokemon cards. So if I were to just, flip this bad boy open, boom. Granted, there's still a bit of glare because it's penny sleeved cards in a binder. But like, if I were to just kind of reach in here, isn't that nice? Oh, wait, I know where to hold it. It's weird because it's not quite directly under the lens, but like you can actually read what it says. You can actually read what it says. Isn't that great? Yeah, I can flex the Pokemon cards in all their might at this point. So welcome to the cool card collection, where we got the Delta species Dragonites, the Dark Dragonite, the Fossil Edition Dragonite, Dark Celebi, Dark Arbok, Dark Steelix, Dark Ampharos. Here's some of the nicer cards. This is the other gold Charizard I got. This is the Frigibass that got pumped recently and has come all the way right back down to where it was. Well, close to it. There's the Groudon, the Cleffa, the Ninetales, the fuck, I forget what set it's from, but the Lugia, which that's not the good Lugia. This is the reverse hollow Lugia. But still, that one's actually kind of worth something. That's the Sleepy Pikachu from the like Illustration Day. There's the Charmander promo for that set. We flip back here. We got a bunch of promo cards, which a lot of these are pretty easy to find, so it's not like they're that rare. We got, what else do we got? That's a couple more promos. We got this illustration rare and special illustration rare trainer cards. We got, oh, I saw him. There they are. There's the gold cards. That one we pulled on stream yesterday. Now you may be watching me flip through all this. Here's two of the ace cards that I haven't put away in a binder with the rest of the set, but you may be watching me flip through all this thinking, geez, what is with the weird organization of this binder? I can't tell you. But yeah, kind of a goated setup, especially because of how easy it is to set up. Like obviously I'd have to know ahead of time that I was planning on doing the desk cam, but I can desk cam really easily. So if I want to do Pokemon card opening streams, I don't have to awkwardly hold them up to this camera that you can't even read anything. Like yesterday I was showing the Love Ball. If I were to hold it up like this, you can't read what that says. If I hold it up here, you can. So wherever New is, I got his card right here. Don't worry. But yeah. Other than that, it's been a busy day in my life. We can turn off the desk cam for now. No one wants to see my hands. And when I say no one wants to see my hands, you see my hands enough on this screen anyway. I just be pointing at shit anyway, so. Also, the keyboard's like way out of the way. Normally I have the keyboard like right towards the edge of the desk. I gotta keep like reaching way forward to type, which makes it a lot more obvious when I'm sending messages on Discord while streaming. But that's fine. But back to my busy day. I woke up this morning. End of story. Not actually, but I woke up this morning. I was tired because I streamed fairly late last night. I ended streaming like 1. I didn't fall asleep until like 2:30. I woke up this morning and I was like, man, I know I have this Lego stream tonight. I cannot dilly-dally and fuck around for no reason. I am going to need to get up and get out of bed and get on the treadmill. So I get on the treadmill and proceed to just run a 5K. Wasn't really planning on it. I was going to run 2 miles, walk the rest of a 5K. Got to the 2-mile mark and just said, fuck it. Kept going. So I ran a 5K. I tweeted about it too. If you guys watch me on Twitter. Where is it? Here we are. Screen share. Put in that work today. 29 minutes, 56 seconds, 3.11 miles, average pace 9:37. Fastest 5K, running workout record, longest running workout, and a 5K run. Was I planning to do any of that? No. But I realized very quickly I wasn't gonna have time after work to get the move stuff done. So I had to be able to close my rings before I got home from work. So I managed it, went to work. There was a catering order that the person who ordered the catering placed the order 2 hours before it had to be delivered, which is about 2 hours too little. We need like 4 to 6 hour notice. But the owner doesn't care, so we made that catering order anyway. It was a shit show. I got in like 15 minutes early. Another person came in like almost 45 minutes early, and another person got called in, plus the opener. all 4 of us, running around like madmen for an hour straight, and we still finished the order like 5 minutes later than we should have. But we got it done, so that counts. And then, but then we realized we were about to run out of lettuce because of the catering order. Had we not had the catering order, we would have had enough lettuce. But it wasn't like, oh, just prep more lettuce. We don't have more lettuce in the store because the order and the food truck order shows up tomorrow morning. Had I known there was going to be a catering order, I could have ordered enough lettuce that we didn't run into this issue. But again, the order was placed 2 hours before we had to deliver it. So I spent a chunk of the afternoon like calling different like other locations under the same owner and just being like, hey, out of curiosity, how much lettuce do you have? Out of curiosity, could you spare some lettuce? Do you happen to think, based on how much lettuce you have, I could take some? Eventually I found a store that was like, yeah, we got plenty of lettuce. Like our order showed up this morning because that's when their order is scheduled to show up. So like, yeah, we got lettuce. You can have some lettuce. Make sure you order enough for your order. And I was like, yeah, I already ordered enough lettuce based on the fact that I knew I was going to need to steal lettuce from someone. So I ordered enough lettuce that I can give you back lettuce. Which we do this all the time with like different stuff. Like we have like sometimes stuff runs out. Sometimes the food truck doesn't deliver enough of something. Like we order, 6 boxes of something and they only give us 5 for whatever reason. Oftentimes it's just like a mistake of packing up the order, but whatever. So like this is very common for us to like be trading food back and forth between stores. We just have to make sure we give back the right amounts of everything so that it doesn't like throw off our, bookkeeping and stuff. But either way. So I finally find a store that's able to get lettuce. But in the process of me trying to find a store with enough lettuce that I can steal some lettuce, I found 2 other stores that also were desperately low on lettuce. So the store with a bunch of lettuce then had to give up most of their lettuce to the other stores that all have orders showing up in the next day or 2 so that they can get floated by to their order. So now there's another store that is now dangerously low on lettuce that is relying on those that they gave the lettuce to give the lettuce back. Look, there's a whole economy of lettuce going on here in Michigan right now, and I am the kingpin of the organization. I know how much lettuce everyone has right now. Welcome to my day. Happy Monday. It's a weird, like I said, it's weird. Also, I still don't understand. If you remember yesterday during stream, I was complaining that Twitch updated on my iPad and it no longer is able to play streams. Like I can open the stream and I can watch the chat go by, but it doesn't actually play the video. And I cannot figure out why it does that. But there was an update to Twitch yesterday for the iPad app, and it straight up has just broken Twitch. Because I doubt it's an issue with my internet, because my phone, which is on the exact same internet and hasn't had an update, that is not even 3 feet away, is playing a stream no problem right now. Like I said, I think it's just there was an update with the app and they just broke it. Oh, like right now it's playing the stream no problem, but now it can't connect to the chat. Apparently it's one or the other, which is really annoying. Whatever. It's fine. We're here for Legos. So we can do some Legos. How many more minutes are left on the poll? Also, hang on. I realized I was about to play a voice recording in Discord, and there's a good chance you guys were about to hear it. why someone felt the need to... Okay, there's 7 minutes left. It's looking like the bonsai tree is about to win it all. Oh, you guys can hear that. No, you can't. Hang on. Now I'm confused. Volume mixer. Discord, what are you outputting to? Default. Okay. So Discord is no longer going to the correct channel. So if I send it to the correct channel and mute it, there we go. Okay. Anyway, the poll's just about done. You guys want to see the results? I don't think it's gonna wildly change in the next 6 minutes. I don't think it's gonna change wildly. Like, we would need another 4 votes to come in for McLaren car in the next 6 minutes. I think it's safe to say the Lego tree. We're doing the bonsai. So let's go ahead, flip over to here so you can see my hands again. Yay, hands. Unless we do want to kill the last 6 minutes by opening some Pokemon cards. Thoughts? Hoes, bitches? Any combination of the 3? Especially because now you can actually, like, see what's going on. We get out the lunchbox and we just kind of bing, bing. I got the G-Subs and the packs. Which one do we want to do? So many. What about... Because I know this is Surging Sparks. This is not Astral Radiance, Crown Zenith. These ones are the Evolving Skies. I'm intentionally trying to save those, in which case, one of these. Shall we do this one? An Astral Radiance. How does that sound? Especially because I can actually, like, show the cards. Isn't this fancy? Isn't this fancy? You'll be able to actually read the cards for once. This is... Okay, it's Sword and Shield. So we got to remember pack trick on Sword and Shield. We're going to need to open the pack this way. Set that aside. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we did it right, it should be an energy. If we did it wrong, we're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, let's just get that out of there. Now, allegedly, white code cards is bad, so that's not a good sign. But let's see what all we get. Also, where's... Right about there, center of the screen. Quilava. Golduck. Super effective glasses. Petilil. I missed some letters. We got Bergmite. Hippopotas. Cyndaquil. Look at that. We're forming an evolution line. Poniard. Reverse Hollow Energy Lotto. Can you see the shiny? You know what that means? The rare card is a... I had to stop myself. It's... I don't know how easy it's going to be to find the clip of it. Hang on. How easy can I? Regieleki. Wait, hang on. I'm forgetting what VTuber it is. I think it was Cinder. I don't want a minute 41 video of it though. Where's just the short one? Fuck it. We'll watch it. Allow me to unmute the browser so you guys can hear what's about to happen. Are we ready? Are we ready?
Oh, Creamy!
She's so cute.
I love the Becky. Becky Anarchy. I love the Becky. Becky Anarchy.
Anyway. How does this keep happening? So you see, my brain just kind of...
Yeah. Yeah, that was the immediate thought when I saw that. Either way, we've now opened some Pokemon cards. Are we ready? Are we ready? Did we kill enough time? I can set the trainer aside. Okay, anyway, you got 15, 23, 24. Doesn't water come first though? No, it comes after. 47. 29. So it goes there. We gotta put them in numerical order, which you'll notice sorts them by type. After that's gonna be the Regieleki at 51. Then it should be the fighting type. That's 79. Steel 115. 140. And 152, which this card does not have very good centering. That is not good centering on a card. Either way, what fun. We could open more packs, should be so pleased. Because we got the hand cam. The goated hand cam. Anyway, I'll have to add those into collector after stream. Yeah. We got all those that we can open, so. Al, welcome in. How are you doing? I know it says this is a Lego stream and I was opening Pokemon cards. Don't worry about it. I was literally killing a few more minutes while the very end of the poll ran. Chillin'? I'm glad to hear you're chillin'. But yeah, the Discord poll is now closed. It closed 1 minute ago. So opening Pokemon cards, banger idea. The winner of the poll is Bonsai Tree. The other option was the McLaren car. We'll have to save this for another time, which there will be a maid outfit stream coming up. If we want to do Legos with the maid outfit, that's an option. I just feel like because we're actively doing this right now, doing another Lego stream so soon, we could always save this bad boy. That's part of the perk of not building your Legos right when you get Legos, is you have the freedom to be able to build Legos another time. How do I... It looks like this entire bottom piece is supposed to flip up. Fuck it, we'll try it. It kind of looks like I'm supposed to just kind of whoop. And then we can, ooh. Ooh. It looks so good in the box. It does look so nice. Which I would like to point out, the cherry blossoms, they're frogs. But look at that. Ooh. We got number 6. We got number 4. Of course, we got number 1. We're gonna need this first. I'll set it right there. We are making our packaging more sustainable. We're transitioning from single-use plastic to paper-based packaging. As we progress, you may find a mix of paper and plastic in our boxes. Well, I got all plastic, but Lego is trying to make their packaging more sustainable. I didn't know that. Good for them. Oh yeah, you can see in the picture. There's paper. There's paper bags. That's cool. Good on them. I respect that. But also, I don't need this. I'll put it over there. Number 2. Number 3. Oh, wow. That's just a bunch of little guys. Box 3 is literally all little. And there's box 5. We got 2 pieces that aren't even in a box. We got those. Gonna jump into some Apex, so I'll be in lurk mode. Absolutely. Enjoy your Apex. Good luck with the games. I'll be here putting together a bonsai tree. And if we put together the bonsai tree fast enough, we could always do the other Lego set. But like I said, I'm probably going to end up saving it. So there will be more Legos in the future. Especially because if I build both these sets, it means I can buy new sets to build those. Thanks, I'll need it. Absolutely. Enjoy your Apex. Like I said, I'll be here. Building the tree. The art of the bonsai. 1 tree, 2 varieties. Plants from plants. Also, I like how it's like showing me how to use the tool to separate everything. No, I just didn't trim my nails for like a week leading up to this stream just in case. Like, I'm fully aware that they're looking kind of crusty, but it's fine. So 1, 2, and 3 are all going to build the base of the tree. 4 would give me green, 5 would give me pink, 6 is the base. So what I might do is I might run a poll for, do we go pink or do we go red? Or not red, that's green. I'm not even colorblind. I'm just stupid. Manage poll. New poll. Question. Which variant of tree do I build? That is some very wonky capitalization. You're just gonna have to live with it. Cherry blossom. Green leaves. Duration, obviously more than a minute. We'll set it for a 10-minute poll. We'll go ahead and hit run on this poll. There. You can now vote on which version of the tree am I going to build. Which means we will decide in about 10 minutes if I'm doing 4 or 5. for the green or the pink. Sound like a plan? Excellent. I'll let that run while we get started. So step one, bag one, is going to be building the base. I remember when I was younger, I used to just rip all the bags open all at once and then sort through all of the pieces and try to like then go and figure out how to build the set. And I mean, obviously it worked, but like it'd be so frustrating. And then I learned they number the bags for a reason. You only have to open one bag at a time. Especially if it's like a really big set and it's gonna take you like multiple hours to build the set. Obviously you're gonna wanna, you know, not open everything at once because then there's more stuff for you to lose. So, wait, they did give me a tool. Yo, I got a tool. But it looks like I need this to start. I'm gonna slide this right underneath chat. And we'll build right here. I'm gonna move this keyboard back as I shouldn't need to type. So I have a bit more room to put the instructions right there and buy myself just a tiny bit more space. All right. Then I need not these pieces, not those pieces. They're in this bag. Aha, aha, I know how to follow directions. But I need these guys. You see them? Excellent stuff. Just boop. Boop. There we go. We've made it to step 2. And then for step 3. Boop. Perfect. Flip the page. I need this right in the middle. Like that. And then I got these pieces. So this is right where the tree is going to get built, it looks like. And then from there, we will be able to build up the rest of the base of the tree. But for now it's just that. And then I've got, hang on, we missed a few steps. I flipped 2 pages at once. I've already done an oopsie. All right, it wants these added in. We're off to a great start here. I fully believe in myself and my ability to put together Lego sets to the point that this surely will not go wrong. Because why would anyone streams ever go wrong, right? All right, there. Now we got that done. Then we got to do this, which is just 4 little white dots there. Also, you're going to notice as I'm doing this, I have no idea what the technical terms of anything Lego related are. As many Lego sets as I own, I have never once bothered to properly learn the terminology. I just kind of be doing whatever. But there we are. Now we're ready for that step. So now we're on this step, which it looks like I just have to obviously just match the picture, but yeah, just kind of as if it's like a saw blade pushing everything. There we are. Now we're ready for the next page. So that's 7. That is 8. These go on this spot next to the white dots. And then from next to the white dots, we just add these in till eventually we... Did I miss another step? Hang on. Hang on. Let me check my dumbassness. I did. Hang on. We've already made yet another mistake. I totally missed that those have to be added. I'm not even... I promise I'm not even rushing. This is just the result of me getting not a lot of sleep last night, running a 5K this morning, doing an 8-hour day at my job, and then trying to stream. All right, back to attempting this step now. Which it looks like I'm going to use 10. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. I've done it. And then I need 4 of those, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're gonna be okay. So how does this go? So these are gonna go on the ends, each of the end caps. And then I assume from the end caps, at that point it will be kind of almost set in stone that I can't put these in the wrong spot. Right? Probably not. Like I said, I've already proven why I shouldn't have a good track record when it comes to building Legos. I've made, what, 3 mistakes so far today? And we're on step 9. So that bodes well. Yeah. It's looking like a bonsai tree already. Excellent stuff. Step 9, step 10. 24 of these. Do I have 24 of them? I hope so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, we got 24. So that's a good sign. Now we just gotta put all of them onto here. So 1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna count every single one, don't worry. I don't know what to talk about, to be honest. Also, Cherry Blossom 1. Okay, we're gonna be doing the Cherry Blossom variant. I'm glad about that. It is springtime. It is cherry blossom season over in Japan. But we got one side down. Man, my fingers are gonna feel raw by the end of today. I'm also trying to remember to like keep my hand forward, because typically my hands would sit at my desk like way down here. And like, that's good and all when your keyboard's right here. But because we're doing a stream, I'm trying to remember to like get the forearms up on the table. But everything just feels so far away from my face now. Also, it was a warmer day in here, so hopefully it doesn't get too warm in here. Worst case scenario, the sun has set enough, I can take the screen down and I can open the window, and that should help. But as we get back into summer, I'm gonna have to figure out a solution to the heat, because I don't want to cook while I stream. My PC struggles with the heat, like just in the room, if I have the door shut in the summer. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to help keep the PC cool enough and me cool enough to be able to stream. If people who tend to live in warmer climates have an idea of like what they gotta do in order to not overheat themselves and their computer every time they stream, I'd like to know, because I kind of enjoy doing this, 40 to 50 hours of streaming a month. But there we are. Excellent stuff. And then I gotta go around the top with these. Dun 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 dun. I don't think I let my nails grow out long enough for this to be particularly easy. But it'll be fine. Because here's the other thing. I let the nails grow out slightly longer than I normally would let them grow, because I knew I was doing the Lego stream. But I also was thinking about maybe getting my nails done before I go to Boston. In which case I'd want to trim them right about now so they have enough time to grow out before I go. But now we got that bad boy. Is it starting to look like a little bonsai pot? Is it ready for a tree? Sunblade, welcome in. How are you doing? We're making some pot, because the bonsai tree is gonna go in it. But yeah, I'm having a good day here. Let me grab the box so I can show this off. Yeah. Been a hot minute since I caught a stream. To be fair, my stream schedule is slightly irregular. But we're working on the bonsai tree. I ran the poll, the Cherry Blossom variant one, as opposed to the regular green. But welcome to the bonsai collection. We're currently doing the pot. And then we do the tree, and then we got the leaves, and then the little stand. But yeah, like I said, we ran the poll. The pink frogs are the winner. So we're doing the pink frogs. But it's good to see ya. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. The only tree I want is the Deku tree. I wanted this one for a while. I got it for Christmas from my sister, so I was very excited to have gotten it, and I saved it because I knew I was gonna want to build it on stream rather than just like speed run through it when I was alone. That said, being on camera and streaming means when I make all the errors, it's blatantly obvious to everyone that I don't know how to read. Like, I'm on step 12 right now. I've already made 3 mistakes and had to fix them. Luckily, I catch them fast enough that it's not actually like I gotta like start tearing bricks back off. But yeah, I've been making mistakes and skipping steps because I literally like went to flip a page and like see how it's like page like step 13 right now. I flipped and there was like 2 pages, and next thing I knew I was well off the mark for where I was supposed to be. I'm not expecting to actually get the Deku tree, but it's still the one I want. No, absolutely. I know. I was gonna say, I know you can always make submissions for sets. I think you have to actually like build the set online and submit it. But if someone else has submitted it, you can always vote for it. If one of the ideas on whatever website thing that Lego uses for their like creative like fan whatever votes, if it gets enough votes, Lego will release it, guaranteed. I don't know what the number is or what, but I know that's a thing. Oh, there is a Deku tree. It's 300. Okay, I thought there wasn't one yet. In which case, you just need to come up with $300. That's easy. Sell feet pics. But there we are. We now have a shiny, smooth edge to our pot. And it looks like pretty much the only step left is the little feet. In which case, it's one of these. Which is kind of a weird shape. You put on the little tire, and then you put a square on top of it. And then you make 4 of those. And it's the little legs. That's why I want to actually be getting it, because you don't have a foot OnlyFans. Like, I feel like there's a very easy solution to this problem if you think about it. You really don't even have to put much thought into it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's kind of the catch-22 of Lego. Lego stuff is as expensive as it is because, I mean, they charge they have a rough math of like how much you pay per piece. And obviously the bigger the set and the more pieces in the set, the more expensive it's going to be. And I understand, like, from that standpoint, the way that stuff gets priced. And I know Lego makes like enough of everything that it's not like you're dealing with like limited stock. But at the same time, like, I feel like Lego is outpricing itself on how many people could be buying Lego. You haven't seen my feet. Ain't nobody paying to see these things. No. Sunblade, you're thinking about this all wrong. You start posting feet pics, and every time someone pays, you delete one. You're out here thinking that people are going to pay to see your feet. When you're telling me people are going to want to not see your feet, make them pay for that privilege. Post your feet for free. Every time someone pays you, delete a picture. It's that easy. It's also a 2-in-1 set for Breath of the Wild Deku Tree and Ocarina of Time Deku Tree. I figured it out. I can read acronyms. But yeah, welcome to the pile of extra pieces. we'll set that up here. It's going to be kind of off camera, but we now have our little pot. Now we're going to need set 2, which includes these pieces. I know you can't really see it because like I don't have great lighting on the desk. It is kind of dark, but like the floppy bits. And bag 2. But like I was saying, the entrepreneurial spirit is find a problem, sell the solution. If no problem exists, convince someone there's a problem and sell a solution to that. You claim the problem with not having money for Lego sets is because no one would pay to see your feet. So you're going to have to create the problem of people seeing your feet, and then you sell the solution. It's just good marketing at that point. Also, why am I proceeding to dump this in a different area than where I said I was going to put all the pieces? So it looks like this I can set aside for now. I got this. The little bits we're going to put over here. I'm so worried about one of these pieces like falling off my desk because the floor is also brown. Like all these pieces are brown. This is brown. That down there, like the floor is brown. It's all brown. The pieces would blend in too well. All right. I'm going to mess this up so fast. I'm very worried about how fast I'm gonna mess this up. All right. I haven't fucked it up yet. Give me time. The little chocolate bar guys, okay. That's one of them. Where's the other one in here? There it is. Or at least there's one of them. Okay. Ta-da! It's a tree. Can you tell? Does it look like a tree yet? Just trust the process on this. It's a tree. Huh? I need a little L shape. And one of these, which is gonna go top of the L. But where's the L? There it is. Right there. And then I am going to need this, but obviously we got to do this step first, which has this guy right here kind of sticking out that way, straight out the back. Can you see that well enough? It's a happy tree now. Then why am I looking up here as if that's where the directions are? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. But that goes right there. And then this bad boy. Gotta figure out which direction it goes. There. Boom. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, a tree. All right, set this aside temporarily. We've got this and that. Yes. It's gonna have to be. I do enjoy the fact that Lego will just randomly throw in like weirdly colored pieces in their sets. And the reason they do that is A, sometimes they just have a bunch of this like color that they need to turn into Lego pieces. And B, when you're looking at the instructions, it's very easy to spot where it is. Like I know this one's kind of behind my head, right? Yeah. But like it's very easy to spot where it is and what it is. So it's very easy for me to know that goes right there. I don't have to think about it like at all. Same thing for like the random white piece. It's very easy to understand that the white piece is going to get used now and go on this black one. And you're just going to boop right there. But then here, look how hard it is to see those two pieces going together. You got to reference up here to know what you're looking for. In which case, it's one of these. One of these. And I also need that, which is the same color as this, it looks like. There they are, in here. Those. So like, boom, 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 boom. Like, see, that is not particularly easy to understand what was being done. But you can see very easily it goes right on that green piece, which it's more of a teal. It looks almost blue on this camera. If I hold it up over here, it's a completely different color. Whatever. We won't worry about it. It's fine. And then we got Schlopey bits. Schlopey bits. And another penis. Stick that in there. Which again, if I kind of hold it over here, it's a little easier to see where I can take advantage of the background. Then, yep. I'm gonna go right on there. The other one, bing. Good stuff, good stuff. And then what is it adding? You can see it's these. It looks like it's doing one this way and one this way. I think that's what it's telling me to do. It would really help if I had better lighting. Kinda, you can see where they are. Just trust me on this. It's working. Oh, two funky looking shapes. What are those? These. What even is this supposed to be? Is it like a part of a shield? That's almost what it looks like. Yeah. One here. One here. Just like that. And then it will clip onto the base. Because we got the clips. Oh. Oh, wait, no. It does want it to go this way. Boom. That's awesome. The way it's creating the angle right there. I fuck with it heavy. And now that can get set there. We got to build one of these now. I need to be able to read this. Hang on. I can't see. What the fuck is going on here? It's got a little triangle bit. Oh, you can't see that at all. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of these bits. Along with that. I promise I'm not as blind as I look. It's just everything is brown and it's all blending in together. Yeah, there's that. And then it wants this. And then I can see what it's doing here. It's adding one of these onto here. Like this. And then yep, a slope is going here. And we just need that bit, which is this bit. Going right there. And then it looks like another slope bit. No, not a slope bit. That, oh, I see. It's two of the little slopies, like the smooth slopies. It's two of those. Why couldn't y'all choose a Lego set with a bunch of different colors on it? That would have been so much easier for me to see what's going on. And I could show it so much better. Like... yeah, now this connects onto here somehow. Oh, it literally just, because of that, you just plop it down. And then I assume we're gonna mirror that over. 27, that's 30. Don't want that. Yep, okay, so now we just need to make a mirror image of that. In which case, I've managed it once before. It's going slightly out of order, and it's already throwing me off. But I am just gonna kind of power through this, because like I said, I did it once at this point, so now I'm more aware of what I should be doing. Which should, in theory, help. Will it? Probably not. I'm trying, though. Boom. Boom. I made it. There we go. Is it starting to look like a tree trunk yet? See her? You see her in all her glory? Excellent stuff. Alright, a bendy bit. A bendy bit. At some arbitrary angle like that. With two of these. Gotta slap these on the bottom and just hope for the best. I assume at some point it's like the angle of these are gonna kind of figure themselves out. Also, are you focusing correctly? I think it's just starting to struggle with the lighting in here being as bad as it is. It was better when the sun was up, but there's nothing I can do now. I'm not in control of the sun, unfortunately. Okay, it's saying I need 2 more of those going on to here. Kind of this way. Like that. Two darker ones with the little holes in them. 2 lighter ones with no holes in them. And it appears that these are going over the ones with the circles underneath them. I think. I cannot guarantee this. But there. Something more like that. This and this with a little chocolate bar on it. And that is gonna go right there. See, it's starting to become a tree branch. I can already tell you that much. These on the little hooks there and there, and then it wants you and you. There we are. This is good progress being made. I'm again lost on what's going on. Hang on, we got to bring out the blinding light. Ah, it's saying the hook piece. I caught on. That goes there. And this goes here. See what we're doing? I understand it now. Two more of the little bend pieces to bridge these gaps and hold everything together. I should have thought about the fact that if I was going to be building a brown Lego set, I should probably have a color other than brown as a desk and have like a white piece of paper or something going across the desk so it's a little easier to see what's going on. Because like this all blends together. You can't see what this is. I can hold it up here, but, you know, shitty camera. I could hold it here, then you can actually see what's going on. For the most part. We're gonna do some smoothing this here with this here. See, this is where all the colors are starting to blend together. This is why we need green pieces and white pieces. Everything's starting to blend together. Grandpa doesn't know how to read. I need the frog. Put the frog there. We'll slope it right there. But you see, it's literally a frog. Right where my finger is, that is a brown frog. Can you sort of tell over here with the bad camera? Absolutely not. Over here, you can sort of tell. Also, we do have ads playing in 5 minutes. I'll probably pause the build just so I can quickly step off camera for something real quick. But that's in 5 minutes. We got time. We got time to kill. Don't go anywhere. We still got steps to do. I still got mistakes to make. You and you. Oh. Nope. And then one of these into there. You see that? Can't really tell what angle they're putting it at, but I'm just gonna stick it as far out as possible. I suppose I could always change it if I want to. And then it looks like it's gonna go here on this side. Oh, they kind of have it going down. Kind of that way. Also, you can see the frog really well right there. Then we go back and boop. We have like half of the tree built. Half of a trunk. Then on the back side, we're covering up the green. Which way is that facing? Looks like it's this way. Right there. Kind of see right there. Set that aside. Center it. Don't center it. Yeah. Yeah, surely that's right. That goes there. This piece. Right there. Are y'all ready for how lost I'm about to be? Ah, I see. See how there's a piece missing right here? There's like nothing right there. Maybe if you look here, see how there's the one piece that sticks out? That's how you know I'm putting it in the right spot. There we go, all lined up. And then over here, I need 3 of these little elbows. 1, 2, and a 3. And it's showing it pointing that way. This way. And this way. Boom, look at that. Oh, sorry. Also, ads are starting. So while these ads play, I'm gonna quickly BRB just so I can get up and walk around, because hunched over shrimping while I build Legos is going to destroy my back. So to prevent that, I'm gonna go take a lap around the house, okay? I will be right back.
Someone over there. Kind of looks like it. Is that looks like a guy, right? Ooh! That was beautiful. Chick-fil-A number 1 meal, sorry. $6.75 Chick-fil-A number 1 meal.
Oh, how are you
What
gonna get
the
through
fuck?
that, Gotta get through, bro.
Dive, you beautiful bastard. Oh my god! He did it! He did it! $6.75 Chick-fil-A number 1 meal, you beautiful bastard.
It was never in doubt.
He's sleeping on the blanket. She's sleeping on the body pillow. Clearly I did not make my bed, because I was not planning on showing it on stream. You can also see that how the blinds are currently set has been set like that since I got my cats. Last January. I just leave that shit open. So if you're ever trying to see band shredded cheese, cock and balls, you just got to be outside that window at the right time. Should have just accepted the Steam gift. Nah, I was being sassy. But here you are. Yeah, well, here we are. Cheers. Thanks for the gifted subs. Ugh. Oh, I didn't like that.
All right, we back. I took a quick lap around the house, stretched my back out. It's gonna hurt a lot more by the end of this stream, but we got this far, up to this step. We're 50 steps in. Oh, there's only one. Okay, I was like, I only have one more of these. We're good. I only need one more. We just gotta go and bend it the other way. Boom, like that. Now this is where I'm gonna have to pick this thing up and study what the hell are they doing. Uh-huh. Yep. Can you see what they're doing? Can you see how it starts down here and kind of wraps around and then it connects to the little hook pieces up here? Okay. We are all on the same page then. So, I'm gonna shove that there. Look at it. Hee hee. I don't know why I'm both very monotone, but also giggly and excited. Welcome to the world of band shredded cheese, where my personality evaporates on stream, but it still tries to come out. So I know you guys can't really see this too well, but I'm kind of forcing this in. And then this one goes around to the other side. This is where having fingernails is coming in handy. There we are. I don't like how this is sticking out. I might thread it under. Hang on. Hang on. Undo. 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 Oh boy, that really is a tight fit. Hang on. There we are. Go under. That made no difference, but at least now there's a twist. Actually, no, it does help a little bit. Especially because I can push that up. Very good, very good. Yay! Okay. Also, fun fact, it is the first time these Lego Vine elements appeared in a reddish brown color. That's what the text there says. Now I need the little monkey tail guys. And I need this arm piece. Put that in, okay. That is gonna go onto the little penis. Oh, wait, it has it rotated like out like this. Kind of like that. And then the other one is connected straight into the trunk. It is helping to force those vine elements down. There we go. So we got the one and then the other one in there. Okay. And then it's gonna go in here. Obviously, it just pops right in. No issues with how the hell does this line up. Boom, right there. they're saying to kind of tuck this down in here and this out right there. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, a tree. I'm fucking with it. These root pieces were originally used as elephant trunks. I called them monkey tails. Turns out they're not monkey tails. They are, in fact, other things. Then it's saying all these from bag 3, you just fucking huck them in there. I might wait to do that till the end. Like, it's literally saying just dump everything into the bag, shake it up, and then dump them in. The problem is, if I keep picking this up to show you, every time I tip it like this, it's gonna pour them all out. Plus, I don't know if I can trust cats, so I'm gonna wait on this bag. I don't trust it. So I'm just gonna set it up there. Okay. Now, I could do this one, the green one, but because the cherry blossoms won the poll, we're going to jump ahead to that. In which case, this whole bag is also going to get set aside. I could always go back and like build these and have them ready to go, and then I can just swap out the tree at some point in the future. In which case, to page 53. There's 51, 52, here's 53. So let's set the tree over here. I know it's getting dark and it's hard to see everything, just live with it. See, look at all the frogs. Look at the frogs. Excellent stuff. 10 out of 10 frogs. Gonna have to rip that open here real soon, but... And then we have the actual, like, blossoms in there. So, we got a handlebar and a robot arm. Boom. And then 2 of these. 1 there. 1 there. Kind of roughly at that angle. Obviously, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a tree. The branches aren't going to be symmetrical on every tree. I'm going to add 2 more. like that. And then we gotta add the frogs and the flowers. Also, I gotta move these out of the way. These are extras from the other bag. Don't want to accidentally be mixing in the extras. Okay, I need 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's my little pile of 8. One, 2, 3. And it looks like all the frogs are always going out, like out, away, which would make sense. Because stuff grows out. I see the vision is my point. I understand the philosophy. Also, I suppose I don't have to match perfectly to where they are in the picture, but like I'm going to. And they had 2 more frogs right on the top of the handlebars. And 4 little flowers. Out on the end pieces here. Okay, I see what they're doing. We're getting it. We're vibing with it. Oh, this is... Ah, this is gonna make my fingers fucking raw. But there we are. We have a branch. And then this is going on to... I'm just trying to understand the angle they got this at. So here, it's there, you can kind of see it. The little stick right in there. Going on that, just kind of boom. A tree. It's a tree. Now it actually looks like a tree. It's struggling quite a bit, but that's a tree. Yeah, the colorful blossoms are actually frog elements. I noticed that immediately. It's the first time these frogs have ever seen this light purple color. Huh? Light purple? Lego, what are you smoking? Last I checked, that's pink. Oh, it says 3x. We gotta do it 3 times, so... At least I noticed that up front, and I can just make 3 at a time, rather than get all the way to the end and have to go back and repeat. So 1, 2, 3. Two of those. 2 of those. 1. There it is. 2 of those. Okay. So just set this. See what we're doing? I just needed to make 3 of those. Boom. 3 of them. Two of those. Two of those. 2 of these. So. We're going to connect these right there. And do that 2 more times. There's 2. And a 3rd. Yay. One of you. One of you. I also completely skipped over this step. Hang on. Let's just go back and set that in there. I forgot to put in the dildo. All right, back to boop, boop. So you, and you. Okay. There we go. There's 1. Two. And a 3rd. Good, good. God, my vision is not this bad, I swear. One of you. One of you. There it is. One of you. And they are putting them here. I like how I keep holding it up like a proud child who like is creating something for the first time. I'm literally just following the directions. It's not like I'm coming up with this on my own and I'm like, look what I created. I came up with this idea. No one has ever done this before. No, I'm literally just following the directions. I'm on this step right here, which involves these pieces. And it needs these. All right, so we're gonna take the smooth piece and put it right there, and the circle right there. You got it? Makes sense? Cool, let's do it 2 more times. Also, I'm aware of how bad the quality of the camera is probably looking at this point. Like I said, I did not test this setup ahead of time at all in the slightest. But that's just how these things go. Either way, there we are. There's 3 made. And then we need the little arms. Little arm. Little arm. Little arm. Just pop it right on there. I can already see this, like this piece. The little bit here is what's gonna go into the branches. I can already see that's what's happening. Because I literally don't know why else they would be there. But, you know, I'll take it. Alright. This is where shit's gonna hit the fan. I need 3 of each of these little handlebars. And then 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4. There we go. Okay, got all that. See how my brain is like just mentally sorting all this out? This is just how my brain is comprehending anything. So got it there. Stack. There's 1. I might kind of just zone out and not talk while I do this. Fair warning. I will do my best to remember to keep my hands on camera at least, but I don't know. Legos just kind of turns off my brain. So like, are people expecting me to be super talkative? Probably not. If they are, sounds like a personal problem. But look at it this way. We got 3 out of 9 done. Ah. Trying to run away from me. Absolutely not. You know what we do to pieces that try to run away? Use them anyway. That's literally it. There's no other secret. Come on, only 4 more to go. We're past halfway. Yeah, man, I don't even have a game playing in here, and it is starting to bake. Like, I am warm. I intentionally wore like dark like fleece pajama pants for the sake of I didn't want like a super bright color, and then the tiny amount of space down here that you can actually see from the bottom of the desk. I didn't want it to like show up and be obvious. So I thought I was doing the big brain play of wearing a dark color so it wouldn't like get in the way. No, I'm just cooking now. One more to go, and then we just got to start adding frogs. Surely that won't take forever, right? Perfect. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frogs per piece. 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna move these over here just because I'm clearly not gonna need them quite yet. It'll give me more room to work. Oh. Is the finger numbness taking over? Perhaps. Am I gonna push through it and ignore it? Yes. Because we don't stop until we win. We're not done yet. It's over when I'm satisfied. Boom. 1. One, 2, 4, 6, 8. And now we do it again. That's not even the song that's playing. If you can recognize what song that is, feel free to chime in, but seeing how poorly I sing, I wouldn't expect anyone to be able to figure out what I was just attempting to, I guess, hum along to. I didn't even have a different song playing in my ears today. Sometimes I'll do that, where I'll have like Amazon Music playing in my own ears. Well, Stream gets the DMCA safe music. Not even doing that today. I'm just listening to the exact same things you are. Mostly because I was worried that this playlist, even though it's, lo-fi hip-hop, wasn't going to be long enough. And there wasn't going to be enough other stuff going on that people would start to notice, like, hey, the playlist is looping. That was my genuine concern before I went live today. So I was like, I'm not going to do the extra music for my own ears. I will listen to the same stuff everyone else does, because then I will know for certain if the music is getting annoying or too repetitive. And we've been live for 2 hours and I haven't really noticed it looping yet, so that's a good sign. Five, 6, 7, 8. On to the next one. Also, now that I've learned the pattern of like where these go, it's much faster to do. Because it always follows, like, even the placement on the little branch, it's always boom, boom. So it becomes very easy for me to, like, just quickly look at it and know where this is supposed to go. I'm kind of dialing in on the pattern recognition here. And just really leaning into that. See? Nice and fast now. Four, 8. So I guess that raises the question, am I supposed to be always following the exact same pattern, or am I supposed to just be randomly doing this? I guess it's dealer's choice at the end of the day. And I am someone who thrives on pattern recognition. Even though it will look randomized, I'll know there's a pattern there. I'll be able to look at it and spot the pattern. And then it will be my own fun little secret. Boom. Another one done. Which puts us officially past halfway. Also, my fingers are really starting to feel numb at this point. I knew this was going to happen, but I don't care. It's Legos. Why would I not be having fun? It's fun. We're having fun. Another one done. Only 3 more to go. There's my 3 piles as well. We're well on our way. Also, I guess I'm 2 hours into stream. I was gonna say, I feel like I'm flying through this set way faster than I planned it to take, but I mean, I wasn't really thinking this was gonna be some like super long stream. I was worried that it would be a longer stream, but there was also part of me that wanted this to be a quicker, shorter stream. So I thought about like, how fast am I gonna try and build this Lego set today? And I figured I'd kind of just let the pace dictate itself. And however long it is, it is. Like no reason to force myself to build Legos quickly, no reason to force myself to build Legos slowly. I did kill some time at the beginning of stream just to give people a chance to show up. Just in case they were running a bit behind or not paying attention to the time. That's also part of why I started stream a bit later than I typically would. But I don't know, it's a nice chill stream. I can't complain about it. All I said I would do is build Legos when I hit 300 followers. Took an extra 27 followers, but that's fine. We got there. We're also on to the final one on this step. This step 4 here. Final frog of the step. Excellent stuff. We now have 9 dialed in. And then it's going to be 2 frogs. branch in the next step. As well as 4 flowers. Also, to anyone who doesn't know me super well and is watching me like lay out all the pieces like this, I want you to realize this is just my everyday life. I am constantly sorting shit out as precisely as possible and laying everything out super neatly like this, and people will watch me do it and be like, that's so much effort. And I'm like, yeah. And I don't regret it one bit. Because God forbid I make one small mistake. How am I supposed to find where my mistake is? You know how much easier it is to spot where you did something wrong when everything's neatly laid out and then you just spot what doesn't match? Remember the whole pattern recognition thing I was talking about minutes ago? Yeah, that's coming back to make more sense now, isn't it? There we are. You add the 2 frogs in the middle, the 4 leaves on all of the ends. 1 down. So you can kind of see where the handlebars coming up. That's where the frogs are gonna go, and then the end of all 4 pieces. Like, everyone looks at this set and they're like, oh my gosh, that's so many pieces, there's so much chaos, and like, how do you know where each piece belongs? And it's like, once you spot the pattern and you dial in on that, it becomes very mindless, and it feels like building Legos. You don't really need to think. You just kind of do, and next thing you know, it's built. It's just nice and cathartic. Imagine the ASMR streams of my voice. Ooh. I just make some ASMR of me. We just got a catering order submitted. Don't know what day that's for. Let me check this real fast. I gotta make sure I don't accidentally show it on stream. It's for tomorrow on my day off, and they assigned me as the driver. It's for noon. I'm just gonna give it like an hour or 2. We're gonna wait and see if they realize I'm not scheduled tomorrow. And now someone forgot to clock out as well. That's just the nighttime shift lead saying, hey, you're gonna need to change someone's time clock. That's not an issue. My issue is with the catering order being submitted on about a 12-hour notice. So like that is acceptable. The part that isn't acceptable is I'm not scheduled to work tomorrow. Why am I being assigned as the driver? And I know it's the owner who's accepting the catering orders because he's just... Oh, almost lost a frog. But I know it is the owner that's accepting the catering orders because he's not actually looking at the schedule to see who works. He just instantly assigns me as the driver and you know, assumes I'll figure it out. So I'm gonna give it like until the end of this stream, and if they don't sort their own shit, I'm gonna have to sort the shit, and they likely will not enjoy the way that I sort the shit. So yeah, we'll just see how this goes. Welcome to the day in the life of cheese. Especially because, like, it's not like a quick, like, 5-minute drive for me to get to work. It's almost half an hour for me to drive there. So am I going to drive for almost 30 minutes to get to work to grab the catering order that they put together so that I can then drive, I forget how many miles it was. It was only like 3 miles, less than 3 miles, to deliver the order, to then go home, almost 30 minutes home. Am I going to give up an hour and a half of my day to do 10 minutes of work? I don't want to. That pay's not worth it. At a certain point, they have to admit. Like, unless I'm going to get paid the entire time I am driving to the store, picking up the catering order, dropping off the catering order, going back to the store, cashing out, and like finalizing the sale on the register for the catering order. Oh. Uh-oh. At least it was one of the pink ones, so it's easy to find. Ugh. Like, yeah, unless I'm gonna get paid for the entirety of the time I spend. Because keep in mind, this is now driving outside of my regularly scheduled hours. Anything outside of my regularly scheduled commute should be considered paid time, or at least mileage reimbursement. And don't hit me with that, oh, well, there's a delivery fee. You get to keep the delivery fee. The delivery fee is less than what I would make if I was clocked in that entire time. So respectfully, if I have to do this tomorrow, I will be clocked in that entire time. And then when the owner gets mad at me for the amount of hours I work, after back in the summer he was trying to force me to work far more hours than I'm currently working right now. And then he realized how expensive of an employee I was, and now he's trying to, you know, take all of my hours away. But oh yeah, I did the schedule. Haha. It's just ridiculous. But in my ranting about work, guess who finished the last piece? So now we can bring these back into the equation. So, if you remember, I don't know why I was starting to hold it up this way. We got the little robot arm and the two little side pieces. These handlebars are now going to clip in. I assume, in some way, shape, or form. Like that. There's one. There's two. So now we got the little brown arm sticking up. Guess where this one's gonna go. Boom. Also, it's probably going to be easier to put this in at the first. And it's going to look kind of stupid, but then again, so am I. So, at the end of the day, it's no real difference. I'm also just kind of slowly tweaking with where the branches are positioned to get it to sit as nicely as possible. That is entirely my own OCD kicking in, being like, it's not perfect. Goes back to the whole pattern recognition thing of like, I want to be able to spot the patterns. Like, see how it kind of droops down? Like if I hold it this way, you can see it. It's drooping down. I don't want that. In order to fix that, I gotta bend some of these branches around and kind of tweak stuff. But we got one more to do. Yeah, see how bad that is right now? And then you just kind of make some small adjustments to get clearance. And you can just push it up so it's nice and level. Excellent. And now we just got to do it on this side. See? Get all that nice and flat. And now we just got to hook it in to the tree. In which case, like I said before with the branches, you can see the three of them, and it's got the little silver piece. You just slide that bad boy in. And there's one. And there's two. And now the final one. Boom. 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 That would be the forward direction for you guys to look at. So if I this way. That is forwards. Lovely. And then it's got the single little flower left. And now for the stand. Which this stand should go together relatively quickly. I don't know why it wouldn't, but then again, have you met me? All right, what do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is not important. Hang on, hang on. Alright, sorry, got myself distracted. 3 L-shaped pieces that are smooth. Like these ones. You kind of can see. Again, we're dealing with brown with a brown background. So that's a thing. Two little end pieces just to level out the length. I get it. Oh. Believe that's this. Should have 2 on either side. Looks like it. All right. Then we got the little bubble pieces. Can you tell? Can you tell they're bubbly pieces? Oh yeah, you definitely can with the lighting right there. Those will go there. And it's got the flat, and the flat. Boom. Boom. Kind of like that. Okay. Got those in. And then I need these guys. Where's another one of those? Where's another one of those? I found it. I found it. It's all good. It's okay. It's okay. Everyone calm down. That goes there. Okay. Also, should we go back to the ASMR? Oh, I was supposed to make 2 of those. Oh yeah, it says right there, 2x. All right, let's do it again. Yeah, should I go back to the work bitching ASMR? Was that the cozy vibes everyone wanted? Because I could continue to bitch about work, but I try not to do that on stream. Especially because my coworkers will literally hang out in stream with me. Not that I'd be bitching about them. Like those, with the exception of like 1 or 2 employees who work there right now, like I'd say I'm, you know, I'm very content with them. Obviously, you know, not all of them are, you know, my best friend, or I don't really talk to any of them for the sake of this argument outside of work, but I do, however, try to not bring work drama into stream, and I try not to bring stream drama into work. I was talking about this last stream with kind of, you know, separation of like streaming life and IRL life. I try to keep them separate, so I tend not to talk too much about work other than me saying I went to work. But especially because I know people from work will poke their head into my stream, and I don't want to be like talking shit about, you know, this weird guy named Alex who works at my place, to find out he shows up in stream. In case anyone was wondering, that absolutely is one of my coworkers who shows up in stream. A Russ. He's one of the people I work with. That said, he's chill. He's very excited about tomorrow when we start the forest. Wuna, Tuna, and I, when we do Two Idiots Tuesday, we're starting the forest. He's very excited for that. And I am also equally excited. Hang on, I gotta look at this picture a bit closer to verify I'm putting these in the right spots. Oh, they're going on the I see. The inside of here. That took me a second to figure out. You know, Alex is a big fan of The Forest and Sons of the Forest. So every time I've mentioned that I want to play, he keeps trying to get me to play. But because Wuna and I are going to be doing it for Two Idiots Tuesday, he keeps like wanting to tell me stuff about the game, and I keep telling him like I don't want actual spoilers. But if there's a, hey, you're not going to understand this, like, you know, check this setting, make sure you have this turned on and whatnot, then whatever. But all right, my mom just needed to grab something, so. But yeah, like I was saying, Alex is very excited for me to play The Forest, and he keeps like wanting to tell me stuff about the game, and I keep telling him, do not give me spoilers for the game. If it... You letting a cat in now?
They were both sitting out here.
All right. Thanks. That'd be my sister now. Apparently the Lego stream does not scare away my family. And instead they're all just poking their head in, which, whatever. I don't mind it. I just try to be mindful of the fact that they don't necessarily want to be on camera. Hence the, you know, closed door, and making sure I very clearly communicate with my family when I am going to be streaming. Are you already leaving? Scuba, do you want to say hi to stream? Here, come here. Oh, yeah. You don't get up on camera often, do you? Want to poke your head in down here? Look at all the Legos. You see the tree? Here you go. No? Alright. She'll just be stuck in here. Ooh, oh, I'm messing everything up. I forgot I can't move my headset cable too quickly. There's Legos nearby. Okay. I only think I knocked down the 2, and I picked those ones up. Scuba, do you want to leave? I know you guys can't see her. She's literally right there. What? Yeah, the door opens from this side though. You coming back in, Boulder? Under the leg action. Ugh. There you go. Here, we'll just stick you in. No, don't play with the Legos. There you go. There you go. You both got some screen time. And I can go back to my Legos. Except likely one or both of them are going to want to leave now, but whatever. Weird cats. To be fair, it's not often Scuba makes an appearance, so big night for her. I'm starting to struggle to find the little 1-dot bumps as opposed to like the chocolate bar ones with no bumps. Here. It's gonna be hard to see, but like that one or the 2 bump. Oh, I dropped it. You know what I'm talking about though, like the standard looks like a Lego. Like at this point I'm guessing wrong more often than I'm guessing right. And I keep flipping them over just so I can visually see which ones are which. So like I'm down to only these ones that haven't gotten flipped. This one I know is not going to be the right one because it's too big. There we go. That's a right one. This one is also right. This one is wrong. This one is right. Got it. That's 3 long, so I know that one's not right, but I know this one has to be then. because these are also 3 long. Perfect. All right, finish 97 on page 69. And now I got to do all the 2 bumps. I got to go back and fill in. Boop. 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 Also, Scuba, if you start to kill yourself on the bag, will you let me know? Oh, no, you're up there now. Okay, well. They're probably going to enjoy in this room because it's so warm at this point. They'll just have their own little field day with the heat. Alright, got that. Now, we got to do 13 times that with 2 of those on it. Which is literally just one of these darker ones and 2 of these lighter ones. So, there's 1. One. Actually 1, as opposed to me just setting the pieces aside. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5. Here, I can do tally marks. So you can see how many I've done. Isn't that neat? Isn't that a great idea? There's a reason I'm better than you. I'm not. Like, notice I got the grandpa glasses at this point because I'm spending so much time looking down. I've let the glasses sag to the point that I go to look up at chat and I'm peering over my glasses. Like, I'm literally telling you about how I'm better than you while I'm looking over the ridge of my glasses like a 70-year-old man who's looking up from reading his paper. But hey, some people are into that stuff, so, you know, good for them. Alright, there's 10. Only 3 more to go. And then you're never going to guess what we do next to them. Scuba, stop trying to eat the tape. She just looks over at me like, what? I'm not doing anything. Yeah, you are. I can see you doing things. And now you're messing with the stapler. All right, 1 more to go. Boom. And now I just gotta put all of these onto here. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Boom. Look, you can see my hand. E. Flip her over and lock these in. Don't know why we didn't do that earlier, but you know, sure. Same thing with the corner pieces. Those are the, yeah, these are the squared off ones. One more. All right, we're getting to the point I gotta. Ugh. Okay. So these, you can kind of see, it's not going all the way in the corner. It's using the 4 holes. Like those 4 holes. It's going in there. Excellent stuff. You going? Yep. Both of you? Goodbye. And now there's no more cats. But there's more Legos. Not many more Legos. I got those 4 pieces and these pieces left. So now I'm about to use them. A 3 and a 2. And it's saying have it go this way. That. That. And then. So it's essentially saying the short edge to the short edge, the long edge to the long edge. Is how you should be setting this up. That's why it's doing opposite corners, and then it's having me do it the other way. Boom. 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 One more. Boom. A boom. A boom. Boom. Ta-da! Ta-da! I'd have to go and make the green leaves in order to be able to swap in the green leaves. Doesn't look like it would take that long. And then obviously I didn't put in the dirt. That's the other one, the other bag you can see kind of right there. But excellent stuff. back to the big screen. Ta-da! Ta-da! I was kind of spinning around to look at this stuff. If I were to move some of my dad's stuff. Or would it make more sense to have it? See, I feel like it just doesn't fit as well going this way. Whereas if I kind of set it like right there. It does. It's not great, but it's better. I could have it like literally just off screen, like right here where I keep my phone. I don't know. But we finished it. We're also coming up on 3 hours into stream. So that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Obviously, like I said, I didn't do the, you know, the green leaves, which I could do right now if you want me to. If anyone has a preference to me doing those, I can. Otherwise, I'll probably not worry about it too much right here and now. And then just if I ever want to change off the cherry blossom, I can. But also, in case anyone was wondering what is in this, you're never gonna believe it. You're never gonna believe it. Mostly because I can't get it open. It doesn't want to. Alright, you want to see what's... Okay, so this is from when my dad would go overseas to like travel for work. You know what's in this nice fancy, very oriental looking tin? Fucking rocks. Like, it's literally, it's just rocks. I know all of these rocks have some kind of like meaning or significance or something, but like, I don't know what they are. Like, this one literally has a little tag numbered 4. See, this one's got a little like piece of paper on it. It's labeled granite. If I hold it this way, technically you'd be able to read it. It's labeled as granite. Yeah, there's literally just rocks. This looks like it might be like a quartz marble. I don't know, where are the rocks and crystal girlies at? Is this doing it for you? Is my dad's rock collection doing it for you? Like, take a gander at sample number 4. It's a very interesting rock. It kind of looks like it has nostrils. Ah, well, why this would be sample number 3. Yeah, we like looking at my dad's rocks. Here's an unlabeled rock. I don't know, it's black, it's pretty smooth. It's a good rock. Yeah. That said, if I set this kind of right back over here, it still kind of fits with the vibe, the aesthetic. As for the Cyber Frog, which I can. As for the Cyber Frog, I believe this is from my dad funding a Kickstarter. But I don't know for sure. I could ask him, but I'm willing to bet a lot of money he doesn't want to be on camera. So we'll just set Cyberfrog up there. So yeah. That was my dad's rocks. And of course, oh wait, Cyberfrog. You want to open one more Pokemon pack on stream before we call it for the day? I like how I flipped off the camera just so I can ask if we should open more Pokemon cards. And now I'm gonna have to get the camera back turned on. Bring up the GoPro. So like I said before, no Surging Sparks, Crown Zenith, or Evolving Skies. That said, we will then pick, I don't know, what's this one? Astral Radiance! I already opened Astral Radiance today. We'll do my final Silver Tempest. Because I've gotten nothing out of any Silver Tempest ever, it will be a very disappointing way to end stream. We'll bring home the Lego stream with some disappointment in terms of Pokemon cards. Sound like a plan? Which I came real close to opening this pack on stream at one point, like 2 months ago. Either way. And let me guess. A white code card. You know what that means, right? We're in for disappointment. That said, I was also told white code cards are good, black code cards are bad, but you know, who knows these days? I don't understand anything. Alright. The energy. Leafy Camo Poncho. Palo Sand. Metang. Fungus, Sangasti, Relicanth. Hawlucha, I believe it's supposed to be pronounced. We got Rufflet. Amaranth as the reverse hollow. You can kind of see it. And the disappointment is Delphox. Imagine getting cooked on every single Silver Tempest pack you open. Because I don't. Alright, let's put these in order. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. Then we get into the fighting ones. 95, 99. Yep, that's in order. 98 comes right before 99. And 100. So we literally got 98, 99, and 100 all in the same pack. Interesting. Alright. Then steel, then normal, then trainer. Now they're in numerical order. Slap that there, slap this here so I can remember what set it is a part of. We're doing it again. This one. It's Astral Radiance again. Why do I always grab Astral Radiance? We're doing the Temporal Forces. That said, Astral Radiance does have some pretty good cards in it. I got cooked on the Sword and Shield set, so now we're gonna get cooked on the Scarlet Violet set. And then we'll call it for a stream. Unless we get something cool. That's it. Ooh, it's a black code card. I know it doesn't matter in this set. Scarlet Violet, they stopped doing the color thing. People didn't like it. So. A basic energy. Slugma. Solosis. Scyther. Skitty. Is it Chincho? Sincho? I've never known how to read this name. I've never understood. Sableye. I know how to read that one. We got Great Tusk. The first reverse hollow. Oh yeah, this reverse hollow shows up way better on camera. And then a bunch of nothing with the Cutie Fly reverse hollow. And finally, for Relegator. I don't think any of these were new. That said, let's put them in numerical order. 1 then 8, yep. Then it's gonna go to fire with 28. Then water, 41, yep. Then it should be fighting, 96. Nope, it was psychic. Psychic, so 70, 75. Then we got 96, then 107. What are you two? 30, 37. Also, no trainer card. How bizarre. Did we get burned one final time this stream? Because I can't say no. And I got 20 minutes till ads run, so. You guys got stuck in the ads. I might as well pull some cards. That's it. I think we are gonna do an Astral Radiance. I got 2 Battle Styles, 2 Astral Radiance, 1 Twilight Masquerade, 1 Paldea Evolved, 1 Stellar Crown, 2 Battle Stars, and then we get into the Surging Sparks and stuff. So let's just do an Astral Radiance. This one looks like it came out of a tin at one point. Alright, back to the Sword and Shield disappointment. That said, for the sake of not seeing the code card, I'm going to keep it this way this time. We are going to get that spoiled. But and then it's going to be the code card. Flip it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a VMAX card. Or V-Star, sorry. You know what I mean. But the V-Star card. The what? Sweet honey. Canceling Cologne. Glameow. Poochyena. Swinub. Huisin Quillfish. Pelil. Overquill. Oh. Also, that was the reverse holo. I didn't even notice. Yeah, the Mess Spirit holo. Neat, but not, you know, anything super impressive, which means this card was black as opposed to white. The V-Star card kind of got my hopes up that it would be a V or a max. Guess I can't complain too much. Two. See, this is again with the whole organization and like everything. This is not because of stream. I just straight up am always like this. Yep, 66. 88. 90. 95. 127, 136, 153. Slap the V-Star there. Astral Radiance. Well, I don't know about you guys, but as fun as it was, I am also cooking in here. So, we cleared the 3-hour mark. We burned through a good chunk of the time that ads would be running in soon, roughly. You know what I mean. The pre-roll turned off. You know, gap to next ad break. We burned through a chunk of it. We opened some Pokemon cards. I know that tends to be a bit of a fan favorite. I enjoy it as well. I haven't been opening too many packs lately just because I haven't been spending money on packs. So I've been, you know, forcing myself not to. But it's a celebration day. We were celebrating having 327 followers. So for that, we built a Lego bonsai tree sitting right here over my shoulder. We opened some Pokemon cards. Didn't really get anything impressive, but who cares? I learned how to hook up a GoPro and use it as a desk cam. I will be playing around with that more in the future. Especially trying to maybe perhaps find something more permanent than it hanging off of my monitor. Either way. Now, I have mentioned before, maid outfit stream is coming up. I have this. Do we build more Legos as the maid outfit stream? Or do we do something else? And before you say do something else, I would like to point out we currently are running daily follow goal is the thing up here rather than the sub goal. But the next sub goal, which I can always, set it up so that I can flip between these two screens. But the next sub goal is going to be for a cooking stream. If we happen to hit the cooking stream fast enough, it could potentially be the maid outfit stream. I'm gonna let y'all decide how that one plays out. And in the meantime, I'm gonna see who's currently live. Is there anyone we feel like going to go see? We could go say hi to Shads. Or we could go say hi to Nagi. Playing Repo. I almost never get a chance to raid Shads. I think we're gonna head over there. They're an Australian streamer who's going to TwitchCon this year. It's very big news. It's the first time he's ever going out of the country. So, good for him. Plus, it'd be good to stop in and say hi. Normally, he does not stream at a time of day that I am able to stop by and say hello. So, seeing that he's only been up for about 10 minutes, it should be right at the beginning of stream, so we should have plenty of time to pop in and get to say hi. So, I'm gonna start this raid. I'm gonna have to reach way up here to be able to reach my keyboard. If you are not following me and you want to follow me so that you do not miss the maid outfit stream and all of the other fun shenanigans we have coming up, you can feel free to do so right now. If you want to follow me on any of my other social medias, you can go ahead and do so using those links, even though it's not showing up over here. That's intentional. If you are only going to click one link, then I highly recommend that link is the one for the Discord. That is where you can get all of my news, all of my announcements. That's where we voted in the poll for what Lego set we build today. Easiest way to get a hold of me, easiest way to interact with me when I'm not on stream is definitely in Discord. Get yourself in there if you're not already. If you want to support me on this raid and you are not subscribed, you can grab that raid message right there. And if you are subscribed, you can grab this raid message right here that includes my own emotes. So I'm going to quickly copy paste it so you can see exactly what it looks like. Sorry. And then maybe, hopefully, we can perhaps, may chance. I'm in the middle of trying to raid. He has no respect for it. Whatever. But Two Idiots Tuesday is going to be tomorrow. We are going to be starting a little bit later in the day, so don't be surprised if you miss it. Either way, I will see you guys next time. Bye!